Hi guys, welcome back to Liming with Courtney. Today we're going to be talking about listen, this season 12, it just makes you rethink life. Honestly, that's just how I see it. Like it makes me really consider the decisions I've made in the past in terms of persons I've dated, and I wondered if my relationships were on camera, would I see it the same way that I see these persons on Married at First Sight? I hope not. Because they're crazy. Okay? So there are 5 couples. I ain't going to remember all of them by name. I ain't going to tell you no lie. Because I usually refer to them by aliases, right? I make them up. Don't judge me. So you have Brianna and Vincent. I'll remember them because everybody is hoping that that's the Cameron and what's Cameron wife name again? Speed. What's her first name? I don't even remember. But Lauren. Everyone wants Brianna and Vincent to be like the Lauren and Cameron of this season. And then we have Ryan and his wife, the blonde hair girl. I just remember her as Donuts. Okay, I have to go and check Ryan and Clara. I just can never remember her name as Clara. I just remember her as Donuts. So we have Virginia and Eric. Virginia is about 8 years younger than Eric. Yeah, she drinks a lot. Then we have Eric, who is a pilot. Not sure why they made that kind of pairing because pilots are not supposed to drink or be so fixated on drinking alcohol because you can't drink and fly. Then we have Paige and Chris. I'm going to get to them later. Hayley and Jacob. Jacob is stuck in the 1980s. Hayley, she's just a special person. So guys, alright, you know the typical thing with Married at First Sight. It means somebody about the first time and you marry them for the first time when you see them. So yeah, that's it. That's like the whole thing. And they spend time together. All the couples go on a honeymoon. Then they come back. They have to live in an apartment together. So they move from their respective homes into a shared apartment so that they can see how well they get along with each other in the real world. After they move in together, then several weeks pass, and then you have decision day when they say whether they want to stay married or get a divorce. So we haven't reached decision day yet. I wanted to wait until the season finished, but the way this season has been set up, I mean, Emily in Paris was nominated for an Emmy, but let me tell you something. Paige should have been nominated for an Emmy because Homegirl has to be acting. I'm just gonna start with her. So Paige is this girl who said that all she wanted in life was just to get married and start a family. That's God's plan for her. Now listen, I rep for God. I love my God, right? Every DAY. But God don't want us to suffer like that, Paige. Paige got married to this guy named Chris. Chris was like, he's from humble beginnings. He started out in his career by sleeping in his car, took a leap of faith. Now he's doing very well financially, and so he's ready to settle down with someone. He's a pastor's child. I'm sorry. Chris is a pastor's child. Anyway, and he wanted just a God-fearing woman. Mind you, homeboy Chris, his last relationship ended a few months before he went on the show. and he was engaged to be married to that young lady. So how you gonna break off an engagement, homie? So you need to find a woman that God has sent you when you haven't even healed mentally from your engagement. No, I'm not one to judge people how soon they move on. Dating is one thing, but you went on a show to get married at first sight. Anyway, so Chris told Paige after consummating the marriage over and over and over again that he ain't attracted to her. So like when I heard that, I was like, okay, so Paige gonna pack her things and go. In fact, I had to ask my sister if they are contracted to stay married or they can decide that they don't want to be in the same apartment and still be filmed by the producers, But Paige obviously didn't read that part of the contract because she believes that she has to be running down this marriage with Chris. So at the beginning of the season, Chris is a villain for everybody. Chris is like, he believes that, he's made it. Can't even make it up the street, much less. Anyway, and so he gets in a lot of confrontation with other cast members. You hear me? Cast members. Yeah, because they're a cast. Because this can't be real. This can't be real people's lives. And one of the excursions when they went to Vegas, which is where their honeymoon was. Yeah, because that's a perfect place to carry people for a honeymoon. Vegas, Sin City. Mm-hmm. That's a way for them to just focus on their love. Anyway, he got in an argument with two of the couples, but mainly with Virginia and Eric. Remember the pilot and the girl who drinks a lot, Virginia. So it's either he being Chris wanted some excitement on the trip, why he decided to bicker with these persons, or I don't know, something wrong with him. But anyway, so in all this time, you just had Paige, who she just comes in and she's so soft-spoken and you really want to sympathize with her. And you do in the beginning, but then you realize that the fact that she's soft-spoken does not remove the idiotic behavior that she has been displaying. She has no sense. I'm sorry to say it as blatantly as that. She don't have no respect for herself. If she were in Jamaica, they would call her a yam head. Homegirl is more than a yam head. She's the entire farm. Okay? I just don't understand her. Like, where are the people? Where are her friends? Where are the people she was talking to at the beginning of the season? Where they at? Where's her mama or her father or her sister or some best friend, like, pulling her to the side? I don't understand it. And she's there meeting up with Chrissy's people, telling his parents how he hurt her because he slept with her and then said that he wasn't attracted to her. I know she was hurt, but I didn't think she needed to go to his parents about that and his auntie. But that's just me. And then you have Hayley and Jacob. I'm going to get off Chris and Paige. I'm sorry, that's the extent I can talk about them. Like, I have come to dislike Paige more than even Chris. Because I'm like, Chris has shown you every red flag there is. Like, every shade of red he has shown you. And Homegirl is still seeing purple, yellow, green, blue. No red flag. She might say she sees a red flag, but she ain't treating it like a red flag. So I'm off them. Then you have Hayley and Jacob. Hayley, so she slept with Jacob because, she was married and she said, okay, that's what she felt like she needed to do. But she was just not attracted to Jacob. Jacob seems to be an okay guy, but he's just stuck in the 80s. Like, when I say stuck in the 80s, I mean, like, what we used to do without, before we had a computer. Like, that's how hard it is to deal with Jacob and his 80s mindset. Like, it's so much work. When there's a much easier way, it's just too much work. Anyway, Jacob has his big house, and we see that later on in the season. There is no method to the layout. Hayley doesn't even care. She's just sitting in the backyard with her homegirls, like, oh, yeah, this is his house. Yeah, I guess, whatever. She clearly has no interest in Jacob, and I'm just hoping that for this week's episode, tomorrow, that she makes a decision to walk away. And Hayley's not that great either, because she should have told Jacob the truth earlier. But I don't know, she was in a long-term relationship before. Maybe she was like, all right, that one failed. Maybe I should try to get attracted to this guy. But if you don't have it, you don't have it. And then after that, we have Ryan and Clara. Hey, I remember her now. Her name. Ryan, I'm not a fan of Ryan. I'm not a fan of Ryan, sorry. It's not about just the intimacy thing. I just think he's like, I exercise 500 hours for the day. I'm Mr. Terminator. And I'm a Mr. Visionary. And you, Clara, you ain't got no vision. I think that's how he is. He seems like the type of person who doesn't try to build up others. He just wants to build himself up. Clara, no, she said she wanted to really connect with someone before she is intimate with that person, but can't teach an old person new tricks, because she wants to jump in that sack with him round, and he's just like, let's just take it slow, let's get to know each other. I'm gonna say he wants to really get to know her before any intimacy. I mean, like, if he sends her a smiley emoji, that would be like a lot, right? Very little intimacy he shows her. I don't think they're gonna last. I'm sorry, I just don't think they're gonna last. Hayley just needs to, yeah, Hayley. Clara needs to go and just enjoy herself. Go eat donuts across the world, girl. And leave Ryan at home to exercise, you know. Then we have, I guess, the only couple that people believe will make it, Brianna and Vincent. I know that Vincent is sensitive. I see that. And I don't think Brianna means it. She talks in a baby voice, so when people speak in a baby voice, they can't mean bad things, right? Because you just cover everything with a baby voice. But outside of her baby voice, I don't think she means any of the things that she says that Vincent has found offensive. I mean, they went for a tryout for Dancing with the Stars. Yeah, because you'd think it's a tryout, because Vincent was like, my shirt was too tight. Like, I can't do it. I feel so insecure. I can't dance. Why should never carry me to, like, do another type of dance? One that I know already. Because, yeah, that's why you go to a class, to learn a dance that you know already. So he was just having a hissy fit about that. I mean, it's good that men show their emotions, but come on, Vincent. Come on. Okay? Take it back a notch. But like, I guess getting to know each other, but I don't think it's a good match. I don't. Would I switch anybody with anybody? I thought about that at first. But I don't know. I want to switch anybody. Chris can't deal with nobody but himself. Chris, by the way, claimed that he has a baby on the way with his ex. He say I said way with his ex-fiance, who he said in the last episode, spoiler alert, he just bought a new Mercedes. He didn't even just say he bought her a car. He had to be like, I bought her a new Mercedes. I don't know why they never tell us the size rims and what class and if it has leather interior. Anyway, so that's a cast for now. I don't know. It's very disappointing because maybe because of COVID and the the pastor and him crew, the psychologist and the other doctor lady. Maybe because of COVID and the social distancing, common sense on the pairings was socially distancing from their minds as well. Because I don't understand. Why would you put Virginia with Eric when Eric has a controlling side to him, like really controlling, and you pair him with a woman who likes to drink a lot, travel the world, frolic with her friends, including her male friends, and Eric is the type like you can be liking pictures of your ex. I ain't comfortable with that. I don't understand. I mean, I guess cabin fever got the better of everybody. So let's just see what happens by decision day. The only thing that would shock me is like if one of them ended up getting pregnant for their husband. I'd just be like, season 12, you're up there. But without that, I want back my money. Yep, I want back my money. Sorry. I'm supposed to be seeing love. And I ain't seen no love. Where is the love? The love. The... Anyway. Until next time. This has been Limey with Courtney. Bye.